I waited one whole week before I shared my thoughts about the elections. And I did that because I really wanted to see other commentators. I wanted to read other think pieces. I wanted to see other content creators just to kind of get an idea on what they were going to say. I will say I am a person who supported Kamala Harris. I continue to support her because there's nothing in the world that will ever have me turn against a sister who is 100% qualified, more qualified than any other person who's ever run for that position. She has my vote every time. But I will tell you, the night of the election, once I saw what was going on in the legislative branch, I was like, Lord, preserve her. Keep her safe. This is not the position for her. Not at this time. Yes, it is, but not at this time. All that goes to say, I went to sleep in peace and really hoping that it didn't go with her being the president. Woke up, that's exactly what it was. And here is why. Don't come for me in the comments just yet. Here is why I said that and how I felt that way. I felt like she would not have gotten anything done. They would have made sure she got nothing done. They would have made sure that she would have taken the fall for every failure. And because the average person in this country does not truly understand how things work, the same way they blamed her for stuff that she could not do as vice president, they would have blamed her for all the stuff she was supposed to be able to do as president, not realizing your hands can be tied if you don't have support from the other two branches of government. And I'm even watching right now, there are people actually blaming her for losing the election. See what I mean? We gonna get blamed. Sisters, y'all can chime in. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna blame us. It can be something we weren't even there, and it's our fault. And the same way I'm watching these people say she ran a bad campaign, she should have did this, she should have. Same ones who would have said she's the reason why we can't have another female president, why we can't have another black woman president, why we can't have all those things would have happened. And when all was said and done, I went back to this story that I read as a child. It was called Black Sambo, Little Black Sambo. The book's been pulled from some places. It's still available on Amazon. Bottom line is the moral of the story is what we're dealing with. In that particular story, the little boy has on new clothes and he's out and about, and these tigers see him and they decide they want it. So to save his own life, he has to give them his new clothes. He gives them what he has, and he manages to get up a tree and hide from them in safety. Well, the tigers are so vain, they still after each other. They still gonna clamor because I'm the best, I'm the best. But he is preserved. He is up in this tree, hiding away. The tigers continue to the point where they melt in the hot sun and became tiger butter. Little boy was able to come down, get all his clothes back. They were able to gather all that tiger butter for the family to feast on. What's the moral of the story? Sometimes someone has to be removed from a situation. It could be you, but in this case, we're talking about Madam Vice President. Removed from a situation so the tigers can take care of themselves. Then she can come back down and do what she was supposed to do in the first place. Because you're not going to tell me that all that evil corruption is not going to turn on itself. You cannot have that much clamoring for power and that much clamoring for money and there not be some people turn on each other. That's just what it is. Snakes in the pit. So yes, Lord, preserve her, keep her, bubble her in so that her reputation can be saved. Her track record can continue to be a good track record. So, again, may not be a popular opinion, but that was how I felt, and that is where I am right now. Let them take care of themselves. I'm quite sure there's some stuff going on in the background where they're going to address all the gerrymandering that was going on. No, it is not conspiracy. It is being an adult who knows how this stuff works. There's no way in the world that one person who has done everything they can to turn people against them, whether intentional or not intentional, telling you I don't need your vote, telling you I don't like you, insulting every single state he went to, letting everybody know he got something up his sleeve later, does all of that and still wins all the swing states. Yeah, no conspiracy. We just know what happened on the back end. Like one content creator said, they overcorrected, meaning they probably meant to, jiggle a little bit of the numbers just so it can look like there was a fight, but they overcorrected. Everything went red. So all that goes to say, yes, they can be working on something, and that's fine. But in the meantime, I'm asking the Lord to keep protecting her, preserve her reputation. Let her come back later after all these people have turned in on each other. And for those who voted for that system, who voted for the evil, I'm sorry, the find out phase is going to be very sobering. And with that being said, still protect Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. All right, again, may not be a popular opinion, but that is my take, and that is where I am finding solace and where I will continue to allow my hope to be. She's going to be fine. She's going to go forward. She don't need to be in that snake pit with people sitting next to her plotting her demise every single day. And no, I don't want to hear about, oh, Obama did it and the legislative branch, it was all red. Yeah, but the judicial branch was still balanced. It's no longer balanced. Everything's red. And you don't send a person like that into that. You let it handle itself. Okay, well, that's it. I hope what I said makes sense for some people. I accept feedback, but ask the Lord to keep protecting her and covering her, or whatever you pray to in the ethos. Ask that she be protected. Because, yeah, hate never wins. It seems like it's winning, but really, it never wins. Only love always wins.